Hi everybody, this is Chad the Gaming Dad here once again on Dad's Games, and it's time for another Father Knows Best. And this week, what I wanted to talk about was something a little bit different, because it seems like a lot of things that are going on nowadays on YouTube and just gaming in general, a lot of negative stuff. I've done some videos discussing some of the negativity and this and that, and there's always going to be something out there that just doesn't seem right. That might be something that you would want to make a video about, but today I'm going to do the opposite of that. I'm actually going to talk about games that I personally, whenever I just can't decide what I want to play. You guys ever get like that? I mean, you've been gaming for years and years and years, but then you sit down, you're like, okay, the kids are in bed, I got nothing to do, I got a couple hours, no responsibility, let's relax and play some games. Sometimes I can't decide what to play because maybe I'm not wanting to get into some of the new games that are so heavily involved. And I just picked up The Surge, which is sort of a Dark Souls kind of a sci-fi game. And it's really awesome, but it's hard. It's kind of, I hate to say it's like Dark Souls because that's what everybody's saying, but it's that kind of a game where you go through and you die and you level up and then you die some more and then you level up some more and then finally you make it. It's one of those ones. So yeah, there's lots of stuff out there to play, but you're not always in the mood for something that big. Sometimes you just want something that is kind of like comfort food. I call it kind of like comfort food or a real cozy blanket, something like that. And these games that I'm going to talk about for me are three of the ones that I actually grew up with back in the day on my NES. And to this day, whether I'm playing them on an actual NES or through an emulator or on my computer or anywhere that I play these games, it just takes me back, puts me on autopilot. I don't even have to think, you know, I just sit and I play and I enjoy myself. And I've played these games 100,000 times probably by now, but for some reason, whenever I go ahead and pop them in, I just sit and play them almost all the way through again. All right, so the first one I'm going to talk about here is one of my absolute all-time favorites for the NES or any other system for that matter, and it's the original Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. None of this Mr. Dream crap here. We're going after Mike Tyson himself. Now, due to Nintendo's policies about YouTube and other things, I'm not really going to be able to show you much gameplay footage. It seems like the only thing that you don't get in trouble for on Nintendo videos anymore is if you make them look like this, as if back when you were a kid, when you just kind of happened across that scrambled porn channel on your parents' cable. Right. So, needless to say, I'm not going to be showing a whole lot of gameplay footage, but it's Punch-Out. You guys have seen this before. This game, I still, to this day, have never beat Mike Tyson. I think I took him into like the second round or something a few times, but never beat him. But I really don't care because I can almost get up to him every time I turn it on. So I throw the game in and just like, like I said, I don't even have to think. It's like comfort food whenever you just want to relax. This is like my go-to game. Throw in Punch-Out and I can just play and play and play and play. And I don't even really have to think. Every now and then, I'm on such autopilot that maybe I miss some of the timing. And like, you know, Bald Bull comes down, destroys me because I just missed the timing or something. But that's kind of part of the fun of it, too. I really just enjoy sitting back and, I don't know, something that you've done a million times. It doesn't make sense because everybody wants something new all the time. But every now and then, you just want something that's old and very familiar. Speaking of old and very familiar, besides myself, here's another one that I used to play constantly. Pro Wrestling NES. Yes, Pro Wrestling NES. This game, I wanted to be Starman so bad. I liked all the other characters too, and how much fun is it to just sit there? I mean, the game goes on and on. You know, a winner is you, all that stuff. A winner is you. I can just play that one over and over and over again. Don't even have to think about it. Just pop it in, the music starts playing, and bingo, I'm playing Pro Wrestling on the NES. It's great. And then the other one, now this one isn't so much sold on some of the eShops or something like that, because for whatever reason, they never can quite get the license to this one. It always winds up being Super C. Even on the NES Mini that you see sitting back there on top of my head on that shelf, the little tiny Mini, they don't even have this game on it because, like I said, it's always Super C. But for me, it was always the original Contra. Contra. And yes, I had to put in the Konami code. But once I put in the Konami code, I can't start that game without going all the way through and finishing it. So, because I've been playing for such a long time, and because these are things that I played a ton when I was a kid, back before I had a huge library of games, back when I only had 10 games to pick from, these were 3 that I have always had, that I always would play over and over and over and over again. And so when I'm just feeling like I just want to play something simple, jump in and enjoy myself for a while, I always go back to my original classics for some reason. If I sit in front of a PC and you put Wolfenstein or Doom, the original, on there, I'm going to sit and play that for a long time too. Those are also some games that you can't just play it for 10 minutes and walk away. You got to just keep playing. It just brings you right back, sucks you right back in. So that's what I'm talking about this week. Those are some of the games that I just go to when I'm looking for just some good old comfort gaming, some familiar feelings, and you don't have to think very much, and you can just hit the buttons, enjoy yourself, something that you've done a million times before, but you'll probably do it a few more million times before you're done. So let me know down in the comments what you think. Do you have some games that are your go-to comfort games, like I'm calling these ones, or is it maybe I'm just nostalgic for these and that's what makes them stick with me? Some of the newer stuff, most of it's so involved that I can't just jump in for a couple of minutes, although I do like a lot of the pinball games for just that reason, because you can just start playing them and they're digital. It's on my PS4. I can just pop those on anytime and play them for a little while and be good. But let me know what you're playing. Maybe some of your favorites are ones that I forgot about today that I also really like jumping back into and playing over and over and over again. I mean, that's the fun of this stuff, is that you just find what you like and you stick with it, I guess. That's the moral of the story. Also wanted to do something real quick here at the end of the video before we're done. I have a quick update. I am going to be going to Too Many Games, the gaming convention in Philadelphia next month. It's June 23rd, 24th, and 25th in Oaks, PA. Look it up, toomanygames.com. And I have some more news about that I can't really tell you yet. But once everything is official and everything is really all set, I'm going to make another really good announcement and explain there's going to be some more cool stuff happening at Too Many Games. And on top of that, I have actually gone ahead and opened up a Spreadshirt account. So those of you out there, if you just want to support Dad's Games and you want to show your colors, be a true gaming dad, I got some t-shirts and stuff you can pick from there. All the links for all of this is down in the description. Check it out. Be careful when you order shirts if you do, though, because it looks better. I think the design that I have for the logo looks a little bit better on white or maybe a gray shirt, although they let you select other colors like dark blue and that. But the letters are in black, so forewarning, if you do like that color of shirt, give it a try, I guess. But, you'll see. And lastly, I have been talking on a couple of videos back about possibly starting a Patreon, and I did go ahead and do that. I set up a Dad's Games Patreon, completely optional, just another way for anyone out there who really likes the channel that wants to help and support Dad's Games. There's another way for you to do so. Again, all the links are down in the description. There isn't really any major perks or anything at this point. It's brand new. So as things go, I'll be adding stuff to it for different levels of subscriptions and stuff like that. But right now, just starts off at $1 or whatever you want. And after we get a few people in here, we'll probably start doing some Google Hangouts or Skype calls or something like that just to get it started. But just wanted to get the word out there and let you guys know that there are a couple more things that I have out on the horizon. Whatever happens, happens. It doesn't hurt to try, right? So they're out there for you if you're interested in that kind of stuff. But anyway, until next time, remember, you never outgrow video games. My name's Chad the Gaming Dad, and this is Dad's Games. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. So long, everybody. Thanks again for watching. If If you liked that video, please press like and subscribe. I love hearing from you guys, so leave your comments and any suggestions down below. Remember, there's tons of other gamers out there just like you and me, and they also know that you never outgrow video games. Feel free to share these videos all over social media, Twitter, Facebook, or whatever you use. This channel is for all of us. Let's make sure they know that they are not alone. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.